The Mars Yard 2.0 is currently reselling for thousands of dollars, and the 3.0 is coming much sooner than you think. That's because the public date for the main drop is supposed to be in September, but we might actually be getting something as soon as August. I'm going to get to that and why it's so exciting, because it's not going to be your typical drop. That is, at least for Nike sneakers, it's going to be some kind of a shock drop, and I'm going to get into exactly what kind I'm expecting later in the video. First, just some early info regarding stock numbers. We got stock numbers for the Jordan 8 Aqua. This is a classic that is finally going to be coming back. A lot of people are super excited about these. There's only 22,000 pairs dropping on Nike US. Honestly, that's pretty reasonable for a Jordan 8. Jordan 8s in general don't have a lot of demand. Even though this is a classic, I think that's enough stock for these to not be profitable. But if you want a personal pair, especially the large sizes, don't sleep, because I am expecting these to sell out, at least in the big sizes. These are dropping on July 19th for $215. We also got stock for the Kobe 6 Total Orange. These are also dropping right around the corner. They're going to be dropping on July 18th for $190. There's going to be 35,000 pairs on Nike US alone. Again, that's not total stock. That's just for Nike US. To put this into comparison with another Kobe, the Kobe 6 Dodger, which had much more demand, had about 42,000 pairs. So this has less stock, but it also has substantially less demand. So I'm honestly skeptical if these are going to be profitable despite the slightly lower stock. They're probably going to end up being mostly personals with potential for brick profit in large sizes if you don't have tax. Before getting into the Mars Yard, some absolutely wild news. We got a Backdoor expose. Yes, skate shops actually got exposed for not only backdooring sneakers, but they got exposed for not delivering the products to the resellers. One of their clients, it seems, called them out via an Instagram story. He said, "Been real patient, but damn, this is wild." And he tags Postmodern 411, Storehouse Collectibles, and the owners, I guess, and he said, "Tell your pops to check his text messages. He's owed me either product or some bread for 3 months now. It's crazy." This is absolutely insane, especially with the dramatic sad violin music he put on. Let me know what you guys think about this situation below. Also, some really awesome news. We got 2 new Nigel Sylvester Jordan collaborations to talk about. One, first, that I'm most excited for, we got another Jordan 4 Nigel. Now keep in mind, this is just a mock-up that I'm going to show you, but it should look somewhat similar to this. These are going to be dropping in summer 26, and I am expecting these to be very profitable with a great margin. Then we also got the Nigel Sylvester Jordan 1 Low, Better with Time, and these are dropping right around the corner on August 2nd for $165. I've already talked about these before, but they are dropping right around the corner. I am expecting these to be profitable with a good margin, especially in the large sizes, but we'll see as we get closer to the drop. I'll keep you updated. Just subscribe and enable post notifications. And lastly, before getting into Mars Yard, we got another Kobe. This is the Kobe 9 Elite Protro Moonwalker. They're going to be dropping September 10th for $220. Unfortunately, I'm mostly expecting these to just be personals. Now, regarding the Mars Yard 3.0, as everybody knows, the main drop, the public main drop, is going to be in September of this year. It's not too far away, but there is, what I'm told, supposed to be some kind of a fun drop for Nike sneakers, some form of a shock drop. Now, I don't have confirmation what kind it's going to be, but I'm speculating it's going to be a Sneakers Link shock drop, just like what we saw for the SB Jordan 4. And also what we saw for another recent drop, which of course we posted early info for, like we do for all these kinds of releases inside of Endurance. Consider joining with the link in the description below before this Mars Yard one actually happens. But the reason I'm speculating they're going to do a Sneakers Link is because not only have they already tested this, but it's the perfect shoe for them to do it on. They're probably going to use Tom Sachs' Instagram. Basically, the way Sneakers Link works, the influencer, or in the case of last time, the Nike sports account, posted it on their story with a special link, and you needed to click that link in order for it to take you to the app and give you access to the hunt, which was a scratch drop. So you couldn't just open the app and scratch. You had to literally click this exclusive invite link from the story. And the whole idea here is to help real fans of the creators or the artists or whoever actually cop. And this way, if you're stalking their stories and you're a real fan, you tend to have an advantage, even if you're not tapped into Endurance, where we would have all the early info for this stuff. Anyway, that's my speculation, not only because it makes sense, but also if you go back to Tom Sachs' initial post on these, he said action will be required. So it seems like they are plotting some kind of a fun drop for these. And some other source in the community, I forgot who it was, did allude to something along the lines of some kind of an activity needed to get these, some kind of action required. And he was uncertain if it was going to be the sneakers app, but this kind of aligns perfectly with the information that I'm told, that there's supposed to be some kind of a shock drop for these. I don't have the exact confirmation of what method it's going to be, but again, my speculation is that it's going to be a sneakers link method, and obviously you don't want to miss it. We're going to have all the early info for that drop and any kind of shock drop inside of Endurance. Not only that, but we've been killing it with Pokemon and Labubu reselling too. If you're looking to broaden your horizons as a reseller, definitely check us out with the link below. Other than that though, have a great rest of your day.